Hey gun people, gonna talk about my little, I get questions sometime about my gear and what, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not saying my gear is perfect or everybody's setup. Gear is very personal. It's what you want to use it for and how you want to carry it and how much. I mean, when we were in the military, we'd have to carry a standard load of 2 magazine pouches with 3 magazines each in it. I believe it comes out to 180 rounds. 399, yeah, 180 rounds was a standard load for us to carry every day when we worked. And 180 rounds, that may sound like a lot, but if you're shooting a lot, you can go through 6 magazines pretty quick. So I have I think this is Condor, if I'm not mistaken. So this is my kind of like grab and go bag. If for some reason I was getting overrun or whatever, this is kind of like my grab and go to where I can get somewhere. I have my ammo. All I have to do is grab my AR and grab this and I'm good to go. So it slips on pretty easy. I got this hoodie on. And then you just hook the belt up. And now I have this pack here that I'm pretty much trying not to get too close so you can see. So basically it has magazines for 30 round mags, my 180 rounds, 6 mags. Okay, the ones with the red tape, you can see the ones with red tape. I put some tracer rounds at the front, and then there's a tracer round every 4th one. So for some reason I was shooting at night and I needed to see where my round was hitting, or if I wanted to gauge a long distance, even at daytime, on where my round was hitting, and I couldn't tell if I was missing a target or what my accuracy was at a distance, I could pull out one of my tracer mags, put a couple tracer rounds, and I could tell the drop and follow the drop of my bullet to see if I'm close to target, fix my sights, just do some Kentucky windage adjustment. So I have 2 mags with every 4th round is tracer, and the first 2 or 3 rounds is tracer, and then the other mags are just standard grain tip. So that's my 180 rounds. And then I have my Glock mag rounds here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could carry 6. I've got 1 in the gun, so I don't think I need 1. So I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then my gun is always right here strapped in, and I just hook that on there in a little loop. There's different holsters you can buy for these. I just put mine here. Remember, I'm right-handed with a pistol. I'm left-handed with a holster. So this will be hooked in. And basically, I think they call this either a Recon or a day pack or a patrol bag. But it distributes the weight. I've got a gun, these ammo, a lot of ammo. It makes me carry it easier once I strap my gun on. Bipod will go up in there. I can have a 3-point sling. I've got a 3-point sling on my other one. This one I just took a little leather band that you can buy pretty much. I had it for repelling. And I had some other one, but a little thick. I was just going to tie a loop on here. But, if I need to take this off, I can. But this just hooks right in here to this D-ring. It switched around on me here. So if I want to hook this into my D-ring now, I'm not going to lose my gun. I have my gun here. It hangs out of my way. If I want it in the front, I can have it in the front. If I need it, I can go in, but if I need to drop it, go to my pistol. So this rig just kind of, and I forgot what it's called. I don't know. I think Condor makes it, but and it doesn't have much in the back. It's got a strap in the back, and again, this piece right here will go across here, depending on how much gear I got. If I got a web belt on or a jacket, on how I want to connect it. It's just flopping right now. I've got the band in here that'll hook onto the AR if I need it. And again, my AR is here, so I'm not going to lose it if I'm running, jumping, or have to get down. But if I need to take it off, it's just on a D-ring, and I can clip it. And again, if I was in a tactical, doing a lot of tactical stuff at night, I'd probably tape this up with some duct tape and make this so it wasn't that shiny red. But it just holds my gun for any reason that if I needed. This is my grab and go. I mean, this is my shit at the fan. Somebody's trying to to some group of terrorists because they didn't like my Muslims like to come try to take out me and my house. This is what I would throw on, and it would be go time. So that's my gear. I'll take my AR off here. This one has what's called a single point sling. Same concept, except I have to strap this on. So some people will carry it here. I can carry it here and slide it around, bring it up, drop it. This is just connected to the gun. A little bit different. This magazine is 40 round mag, so it's kind of a long mag. You know, I had to have it just because it was big. So, you know, hey, those 10 extra rounds is one less reload. And so that's kind of my go gear. I've had a couple questions, kind of like what would you carry or what would you do? This is pretty much, got my pistol, got my rifle, got my extra rounds. I have a few other things in here. I've got a knife, I got my knife here. This right here is a little glow in the dark. When I turn this inside out, it's glow in the dark. When I worked with the Rangers, they would have what's called Ranger's eyes with these two little glow things in the back. Special Forces will use it. In the Air Force, we used to have on the inside of our hat a little glow thing that could only be seen by certain radar. So if we called in for an airstrike, when the plane came over, we would turn our hats inside out so our friend could see all of us. They'd see those squares on our head so they'd know where we were, and then they'd know any other bodies or to shoot around, not where they see the little glow. So on the inside of my hat I had that patch, but on the outside you got your Ranger's eyes, because when you're traveling in a line here or in a file, one behind the other, you can keep up with the guy and you kind of see that glow, and it helps you when you're in really dark areas, kind of helps you keep up. Also, if somebody has to get a light out to find somebody, if you're way out here, they can't find you. If you're not worried about light, you don't think it's, if you get any type of light out there real quick, you're going to see those Ranger eyes light up. Well, that's kind of what this is. This kind of just glows in the dark. So if somebody wanted to find me and I was talking to them in, I would just pull this out, put it on my back so anybody following me could see me in the back, but nobody in front could see the reflection. And this thing would probably reflect off the moonlight too. I think that's about all I got on this thing. Oh, I got my gloves in the back here. Underneath here, it's got a little mesh bag. And these are the old gloves that we used to wear. The pilots wore them. They're kind of flame retardant, so when we were on a SWAT team in the Air Force, we had these also. We wore them. Protect us from hot blast, flash bangs, fire, whatever. If we grab somebody, we're not going to get burnt because they're kind of flame resistant. And they're pretty warm, and they're pretty handle. They kind of keep it to where they're pretty nimble, so you can still do most everything with them. So I just keep a set of gloves in there, and that's my gear. So for those who ask, now you know. And I think we'll end that there, and then I'll do one on holsters.